Hi everyone, thanks for dropping by my YouTube channel and checking out this Breckwell video. Today on my workbench I have Bob's Breckwell brand Pellet Stove Controller. Bob sent me this one because he was having no auger drive at all on it, whether manual or automatic. So after installing this controller on my test bench and doing some troubleshooting, I replaced some components, and in my opinion the thing is working correctly once again. So I have it hooked up to my tester, and I'll go ahead and turn it on and we'll do final tests on it. So as I turn on the switch, I expect that the combustion fan, and because of my tester, the convection fan will come on. So let's go ahead and do that. And there they are, both of them. So I'm in manual mode right now, and we know we're manual because the green light at the top is not on. So there's three things we can check in manual mode, and we'll go ahead and do that. The first is manual feed. So if I press on the manual feed button, the momentary switch, we'll see the auger drive. The light in yellow simulates the auger. So we'll see a drive, and there it goes, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. So that's functioning correctly. The other thing we can check is the high fan position switch. So when I do that, that'll cause the red indicated light to go to maximum for the controller. So you see the intensity change there as I do that. So that's functioning. The last thing we can do in manual mode is switch through the low B, C, D positions on the switch. D, E, and max are the same because of the way that the controller is wired, and that's the same with all controllers from Breckwell of this type. So as I switch through it, let me hold it with one hand, and we'll see the intensity of the light increase a little bit more. I'm in D. E and max stay the same. Notice no change, D, E, max. So all three of those functions that we can check in manual mode are working correctly. The next thing we can do is go into automatic mode, and we do that by pressing the auger button. When we go into automatic mode, the green light up top here should come on, and after a 30-second time period, we'll see the auger. There's a little light above the word pellet here, a little hole in the faceplate, above the word pellet, and there's an LED on the back side of the circuit board. We'll probably see that shine through with the camera. So let me go ahead and press the auger button. That'll cause the light to come on here. And there it is. So now we have to wait to 30 seconds before the first cycle of the auger comes on. While we do that, I'll remind you that to get this light to come on your stove, the exhaust system has to be working. That light is dependent on the exhaust to work correctly. So if the exhaust is working, it closes the exhaust switch, and it allows this light to come on when you press the auger button. There it is. Our first cycle has come through. Our auger drive is working, so the controller can make the auger drive automatically on its own. We'll wait for one more cycle. So as I said, if you don't have this light, troubleshoot your stove because you have a problem there, most probably. It's rare that this light will not come on because of a problem in the controller, although it can happen. So let me cycle through the positions A, B, C, D, E, max. I'll go to max. And what we should see there is the intensity of the room fan go up, but we'll also see a change in duty cycle for the auger motor. So the auger will drive more often, and it'll drive for a longer period of time. Notice it's on longer than it was before. And now the cycle where it comes back on again will be shorter. Let's just wait it out. There it is. That's not about 30 seconds. That was a lot faster. So that shows that the controller timing is working correctly. So Bob, once again, this controller is now fully functional. I want to thank you very much for sending it to me. I understand this was the second controller you sent to me. I think it was a different brand, the previous one you sent me a month or so ago. I'm glad that one is still working for you. And this one is now fully functional. So when it's time to install this in your stove, I have a high level of confidence that this will work correctly for you. I'm also going to include a couple other things with the package, a couple of spare fuses. There is a fuse located between these two switches on the top side of the circuit board. So all you Breckwell owners, if you're concerned that the fuse is no good, or you're having some problems, you want to troubleshoot, make sure you check the fuse that's located in here. It's a little difficult to get to, but it is there. That's approximately a 1 amp fuse. So Bob, I'm going to send you 2 spare fuses. I'm going to start doing that now with all of my customers, send them a couple spare fuses. And I'm also going to send you a temperature switch to have, you can stow that in your stove for future use, because those are good to have in an emergency. So again, I want to thank you for sending me your controller, your second controller. I appreciate that very much. For all you viewers, if you have a Breckwell pellet stove controller of your own or a different brand that you're having troubles with and you need some assistance with, please check out the description at the bottom of this video. It'll have my contact information. I do have a Breckwell pellet stove controller troubleshooting guide on YouTube. I'll put a link to that in my description here for you to view and to help you determine if you have a problem with your controller or your stove. It's worthwhile watching before contacting me to check a few things out. But in any case, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope that you'll all give me a thumbs up on this one and subscribe to my channel, because that really gives me a good feeling when I see people subscribing to my channel. Thanks everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.